And I woke up and I was drenched. And I just thought, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it. I've never sweat so much in my entire life. I can't believe I'm covered in this much sweat. And then I realized it was not sweat. I was covered in milk. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over all of my postpartum essentials, all of the must-haves that I'm recommending to you for right after you have your baby, the things that are going to make your life so much easier and make you as comfortable as possible. And I'm really excited because this video is in collaboration with my friend Whitney, whose channel name is Mama of Bears. She's going to be going over her pregnancy essentials. She actually already has a little boy and she is pregnant with a little girl. So this is perfect. She knows definitely what you need for your pregnancy essentials. So no matter where you're at in your pregnancy, definitely go and check out her video and her channel. She is the sweetest and I know that you'll love her. So the first things that I'm going to talk about are some of the things that you're going to get when you're in the hospital. Now, the number one thing that I will say is stock up on the mesh underwear that they give you. They are not cute. They're not something you're going to keep. You're going to end up throwing them away, but they are the best. Now, I don't know what it is, but they just keep everything like in place and it doesn't feel like anything's going to fall out. I know that sounds gross and weird, but trust me, you'll get it. Next thing that you're also definitely going to need, and the hospital will provide you with some, are pads. It doesn't matter what brand, but I do recommend getting some of the really thick overnight pads and as long as you possibly can. The ones that they give you in the hospital are like this long, they're nuts, but ask for extras, take home as many as you can and as many of those mesh underwear. And if you get home and you feel like the pads are kind of just not really working in the way that you like them to, or you don't feel as kept in, I recently saw that they do have these Depends Discreet or Always briefs that you can get, and they look very similar to those mesh underwear, but they have the pad basically built in. Sticking in the same boat, you're definitely going to want to invest in some granny panties. Just something I think that you're not concerned if they get ruined, that you can just throw away. Some people recommend getting something that's really cute because they'll make you feel a little bit better. That's totally personal preference, but just make sure that you go a size or 2 sizes larger because nothing is going to fit quite the same right in the beginning, and the most important thing is that you're comfortable. Another item that you're going to probably receive from the hospital but is an absolute essential, this little bottle is going to save your life. I did recently see that Frida Baby came out with one that actually has a handle and it makes it seem like it's a lot easier to use. I'll definitely be putting them in any of my baby shower gifts from now on, and I know that whoever is receiving the gift is probably going to be like, oh, thanks. Obviously, it will save your life. Just trust me. This thing, you guys will be BFFs. Probably one of my most favorite items after I had my son was Dermaplast. Now, apparently you're supposed to only get the blue one, and I got the red, which is antibacterial, and that's a big no-no, so don't get the red. Definitely get the blue, but it helps you to feel a little bit more numb and just, it makes everything a lot less painful. This was something that I used so much because, let's just be real, it's a trauma. I also tore in 3 different places, which was not fun to recover from, and this made my life so much easier. One thing that I wish that I would have had, and I recommend investing in, is a donut pillow. I know that probably seems like the weirdest thing ever, but like I just said, it was really uncomfortable. You're gonna have stitches probably, especially if you tear, and sitting on something where I wouldn't have been directly on the surface would have made things so much more comfortable for me. So I will definitely have one when I have baby number 2 because that would have just made my life so much easier. So definitely, even if you don't end up needing it, just trust me, have it in case, because anything that makes it hurt a little bit less is worth it. You get to bring home this bundle of joy, and along with them, they're going to give you a few other little gifts. Dark circles, sore nipples, and hemorrhoids, most likely. That's what happens when there's a bunch of pressure and a bunch of pushing. You're gonna probably 99% of the time end up with hemorrhoids. Now, they'll probably give you some Tux pads in the hospital, but if not, just make sure that you have some on hand. Just make sure that you have some on hand regardless, because you'll go through them quickly. And something that I did that made just everything feel a lot less painful was I would put them onto my pad. Just all over the pad, and it just provided, even if it was just for like 3 minutes, it provided me with some relief and comfort. And I have one more tip that I'm going to share with you. Two of my other essentials were witch hazel and aloe vera. Now what I did with these was I put them directly onto my pad, and you can put them in the freezer like that and then they would be called padsicles. Or what I did, because honestly the combination is cooling in and of itself, was I would just put the witch hazel on and I would put the aloe vera on directly to the pad, and it provided me with so much relief and so much comfort. But you have to try it. I promise you won't regret it. Like I just mentioned, those sore nipples, you're gonna wanna have some sort of nipple balm on hand. I really like the Earth Mama Angel Baby or the Honest Company nipple balm, but honestly, anything that's cooling and relief will work. The reasons that I liked those ones were because they did not have to be wiped off before breastfeeding. Breastfeeding or not, your milk is going to come in at some point and it's probably going to be uncomfortable. I remember at one point thinking I could knock on my chest. It was so hard and so full, and you get these little like milk pockets and they feel like rocks basically. These are by Lancido, and you basically put them over your breast, either hot or cold, but they're just these little gel beads, and I personally prefer them warm, but they just provide you with a lot of relief. Fair warning though, you do them warm, there is a good chance that you will end up lactating, which is where another one of my essentials comes in. You're going to need breast pads. I don't think it really matters if you do the disposable or if you do the reusable, but I do recommend having at least some of the disposable on hand for when laundry just seems like you're never gonna get around to it. Stool softeners. Just gonna put it out there, okay? It doesn't matter what brand, but you're gonna need that. Already did a lot of pushing. Trust me, you don't wanna be straining. Just gonna leave it there. You could also do prune juice, either way. Another one of the essentials that you're going to need is some sort of nursing bra. I just got a 3-pack of these on Amazon, and it came with this light pink color, a tan color, and a black color, and they did have cups, but I removed them. They were really soft and comfortable. They also came with extenders just in case, you know, boobs are gonna get huge probably. So you have no idea. If you're starting out, even whatever your size is, you could end up 2, 3, 4 times the size. Those extenders come in really handy. I didn't really care for nursing tanks that much. I know some people swear by them and love them, but I did have some on hand just in case. I prefer to just wear the nursing bra and then one of my essentials, which is a robe. This just made my life so much easier. Another one of my favorite things was to have comfy pajama pants on hand, because one, people are coming over and wanting to visit all the time, and two, it just made me feel a little bit better having a really cute robe and having some cute pajama pants. These ones were just from the Gilligan and O'Malley line at Target. They're really inexpensive, like $16. And instead of having on baggy sweats, I could still be really comfortable if people wanted to come by. It just felt better having something like that. And these ones are really comfortable. And honestly, you could wear them out in public and no one would even know they're pajamas. And my last essential item, water. Having a water bottle around at all times, I think, is very, very important. And let me share with you why. You do not want to end up like I did in the emergency room exactly 4 weeks postpartum, thinking your appendix had burst because you were in the most excruciating pain of your life, only to find out it was a kidney stone because you haven't been drinking enough water. Literally more painful than labor and delivery. So having a water bottle that you can just grab and bring with you, especially if you're trying to breastfeed, those will come in very, very handy, or a cup with a straw. Just make sure that you are drinking a ton of water. It's gonna help your body heal all around, and it's really important. And that is pretty much everything that is an absolute essential that I found for me in my recovery process postpartum. What were the things that you recommend to your friends? Like I said, there are some things that I'm going to make sure I include in baby shower gifts, and people are probably gonna think they're weird at first, but they're gonna love me for them later. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and that you're subscribed with the bell on so that you can see when I post new content. And don't forget to head over to Whitney's channel and watch her pregnancy essentials and let her know that I sent you. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and follow my Instagram also. I always post on there when I post a new video, and I'm constantly asking about recommendations for new video ideas. So if you have something that you want to see, be sure to comment on one of my posts. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.